wasn't that long ago we had a bunch of rain. Well, yesterday we got another 5 inches of rain, and we got some. There's a fire hydrant down there. It's completely buried. And coming up on here is the ball field, and it's completely underwater again. At least it's not up over the street yet.
Yeah.
But if we get a bunch more rain, it might. But his corn's underwater again too, because it's come from those trees over there. That's where the creek is.
Yep.
And so it's flooded over the creek down to here. But at least the corn's up pretty good, so you know, if it doesn't stay underwater too long, it should be all right. A little fish in there.
Did you see a fish?
Yeah, I see a fish was swimming around in there. See him splashing in the water. Yeah. It's not real deep, but it's deep enough for the fish to get in here and float around.
It's a little deeper than this back
Yeah. And this area coming up here pretty soon, right at the bend. See if you want to slow down a little bit. This one never really did dry out from the last flood we had, what, a month ago? Something like that. So it never did dry out. And then, yeah, see, it's getting pretty close here.
Yeah.
And this was all full of water before. So you can see it flowing over here, and it's all up here. This I don't think it ever dried out.
Right, and this here.
And this is where it was flowing over the river, or the street, before, way up in here. Because we just passed the low part, and we're starting to get up a little higher, and it was, you know, up into there. So it looks like it's flowing pretty good. So.
Here. And over here is where it was all washed out, and they put dirt in here all along the side of the road to fill it in, because it was probably over a foot deep.
Oh
over
yeah.
There.
And you can
They
see.
filled a little bit on that side, but not.
Yeah, a little bit on this side, but there's all this here from that cone right up there. That's all. Well, actually, there's a cone clear up there.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where they all put new dirt, and it was flooded over to right around here someplace. So I didn't.
Pretty good. Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I didn't realize we got that much rain. I knew it rained, but neighbor come over and said he's got his rain gauge, and he said it was 5 inches the one time, and then 4 inches the next time, so a total of 5 inches.
And 4 total.
Yeah.
You got that 5 in case.
Last time we got 5 inches of rain twice, and a
Yeah.
total about 10 inches of rain.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, and
You
it
can
looks
see
like-
the whole creek over here
Yeah,
through the trees.
yeah. And if we look up over there,
Silver
it
Creek.
looks like the Silver Creek is flowing up over there.
It's
so-
overflowing.
Let's take a look over here at the property over here. I walked this the last time
Oops.
after it was all done, and let's see how much of this is flooded.
Yeah, Denny's was going over the house again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now this farmer here had want to go that way here in a little
Yeah.
bit, but turn so I can see over here. Oh yeah, see all the water coming out over there, and then it's flowing over there. You can see it flowing through the field.
Going down.
It's not down over here. That's good. So it might just take, if it doesn't get too much more rain, it's just going to take a little path. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little path right out here, and another one right here. That one's going to run across, and then it runs clear over into the other field over there, and this one comes over to this corner, which is right here. So that comes over here to this corner, and there's a little creek and pond right back on the other side of these trees.
Yeah, that's flowing from Doug's.
Yeah. So that's flowing pretty good. But if it don't get any worse than that, I think it'll be all right on most of the crops. They're up pretty good. Yeah, I think this one might have taken a bunch out. But we can see right over here, this is all flooded again.
Oh, look at how fast
and then look at how much this is flowing right around that corner and turning down that creek that goes right down there. We're almost not near that, but look how muddy that is. Of course, a lot of our lakes and rivers around here are pretty muddy anyway, but this is extra muddy here. So we'll get up here and look and see what this is doing.
Around his house. That's why he built it up.
Yeah, they built his up because, get a few floods and it won't take but one to mess things up. That's pretty dry here, but this is Silver Creek that's overflowed here into this field. We can see farmer's got some big bales. Looks like he has some in the field there that's getting flooded over. Oh, looks like he's dropped his whole trailer. Let's go up past Cedar Creek.
Yeah, but there's people coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look over here. And this one's over this road right here.
Yep.
And then we have all this field is full.
That's from Silver Creek too.
Yeah, and that's from Silver Creek. It's normally not very deep. On the north side of the road, you have been able to.
I think he
on both sides
because of the flooding.
Oh yeah.
The farmer just did it himself.
So you used to be able to basically just jump over the creek. Well, on the south side here, after the last flood, it flushed out so much. Yeah, it's a long ways from bank to bank now. Yep, this is flooded down here, so farmer blocked the road off so nobody can go down there. Because that's not the normal way the state does it. And all that's flooded there. And if nobody's behind you, slow down a little bit and go over Cedar Creek so you can kind of see how that's doing. Yeah, that's flooded that field. That field was mostly sand where the water is right now. Yeah, we're just kind of hit the rumble bar, slow down, and let the vehicle behind us go by because we are going kind of slow. So this is Silver Creek here.
Well, it looks more like a creek, big creek.
Yeah. Yeah, it's flooded way down there. It's flooded way back over there. It's flooded here. So you can see where that little stick is sticking up. That's where the bank is now. And it used to be really narrow. And it's even flowing off over into this field here.
It used to be about 5-6 foot wide.
Yeah, you could basically just about jump over it. Now, yeah, I don't know how deep it is, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, that's doing pretty good. Well, we may have, so we get over the hill, have some more, but I'm going to have, well, there's a little stream running through the middle of the field there. Yeah, here over the top of the hill, and you can see clear out there, it looks like a big old lake. This looks like a nice big old lake over here. This road, it'll get closed, because I imagine when we go by that road, we're going to see that is over the road. If not, it's going to be really close. But I think we can just turn around and go back. So let's see how this road is doing. If it's not, it's really close. Oh yeah, they've got the things out to close the road, but those kind of always stayed there from last time. But well, it's starting to hit on this side. You can see. Don't know what it's doing on the other side of the bridge. It could be flooded over there, but we're not going down there because not that big of a deal to see what it's doing. I didn't realize it had rained that much, and so our neighbor comes and says, "Yeah, there's all this flooding." It's like, oh well, let's go out and create some more videos. document all the flooding we're having down here. Definitely don't have to worry about watering the garden too much this year. So there's the hill. On the other side of this hill is where Cedar Creek is. And that's where it was flooding. Now, I don't know about this, if there's much in this, or if there's anything even in this. 'Cause sometimes it's basically, not much. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the last flood, this even flooded the bottom of that. It didn't flood it this time. So let's take a look at coming over the hill.
Good picture.
See all the view from here on both sides. There's all the water over there, all the water over here.
That's looks more like the Platte River.
Yeah. Looks like the Platte River around here, but it's not. I don't know how much that is. I don't know how much rain they got further east of us, but here's the normal Cedar Creek. Or Silver Creek, rather.
Yeah, and that's probably twice as wide as it normally is, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's normally not that wide.
Part. More than twice as wide.
Yeah.
But this side was always a little bigger than all that.
Yeah, a little standing water, but that I think is just from the low area.
See it?
Yeah, there's a big old lake across it.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't want to go down that road.
That's a minimum maintenance road anyway.
Oh yeah.
But that's the one Rick got stuck on one year.
On a good.
Drove probably half a mile when it was up against the rain.
They don't maintain that road, so if it rains, it gets muddy. I've seen some that it's just a little bit of rain, and it's almost like you're trying to drive on ice. Because it's just so sloppy, and then you dig big old ruts, and we'll kind of show you from coming this way here.
Jeez.
There we go. And I think these are beans in this field this time. Don't look like there's a lot of corn stalks coming down it like there was last time, but no, we'll just head in. Oh, there's a different view of that river. That's a pretty wide path coming through there.
That's the overflow from the creek.
Yeah, that's from the creek.
Wahoo Creek, yeah.
Now, the last one, it took the neighbors over there on the other side of the trees, outside the creek, it probably took 15 or 20 feet of the bank, just washed it away.
You
look at the previous video. I had where I walked this whole field. You can see where it washed it away. And we can take a look over here. You really can't see through the trees too well, but
once you
right
get up
here,
here, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see it. Oh, yeah. They're over there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really see it too well.
And this is probably
I
flooded
can.
too.
But that's all of those.
Beans in here.
Oh yeah, you got beans in there, and that's all flooded there.
Yeah. Skip, he's flooded in. Unless he goes out the other way. I think he can go out the other way. And I'll have to turn around right here. All this is flooded down already.
Yeah. And then you can see where all the corn stalks piled up last
On
time.
the other side of the creek, yeah.
And it's all flooded there again. That's all flooded.
Flooded.
Oh yeah. And it's flowing pretty good across there. So there's one of those that, even though it don't look that deep, I still wouldn't want to go through it because
going that way, and the creek flows. There's no creek on that side, and all that water is coming back to the creek.
Yeah, I don't know, but that could be worn. It could be worn out. There could be holes in there. So yeah, there's no reason for us to go up there. There's nothing up there that we'd need to go to. But we're just going to turn around and see. Yeah, it's good because it's flowing to the creek, so it's not flowing away from the creek. So that would kind of indicate maybe that it was higher.
Yeah.
And it's dropping down now. So it flooded the other direction. Now it's flooding, and it's going back into the creek. So it's actually on the way down. Yeah, that was interesting. I seen the fish flopping in the thing there. It's like every time you get the fishing bow out and shoot the fish, it's in there on the top.
Have your fishing license done.
Yeah. Well, I have that, but I can't shoot my bow, so I'm lucky enough to be able to just lift
Now you'll be able to see
the phone up
big cutout.
and move this. And you can see this big cutout over here. Take a look at the rows that are missing. Look at all the rows that are missing. There's probably, 20 rows that are missing, and that's where it eroded the bank out. Yeah, that's flowing down there really nice.
See that big chunk there.
Yeah.
Used to be even that tree was on the bank.
Yeah.
The one that's dead.
Bank
in the
used to go
water
down
right
there.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be
That
where
was
the creek ended.
yeah, that was the bank.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, the same thing over here. There's quite a bit of bank, and if you remember in the other video, if you look at that, there's parts of the bank. I look at it where it washed, it undercut the bank, and then the top a foot or so just dropped straight down.
Crazy how this is going this year.
Yeah, we get some years where you got to pretty much water the garden, every 3 or 4 days at least. And now this year they don't have to water hardly at all.
I did once.
Yeah, we did, like once or twice when we first planted them.
Oh, yeah, twice. 3 times.
No, 3 times we first planted
3
them,
times.
just to get them started. But I got wood chips over almost all the garden, which keeps the weeds down, as well as it provides a little
Some of them
moisture.
hardwoods just keep
It
going.
traps the moisture in, so the ground never really dried out. We just want to make sure that
That's
starting the
not
plants, it was good.
It rains more tonight. We'll probably have a flood over the road again.
Yeah, we're talking about raining, but not quite as much. I never seen where it said in the forecast that we're going to get 5 inches of rain.
No, it doesn't say how much. They never know how much you're going to get. It's going to rain. 100% chance.
But there's, I probably won't be able to see over here too well now, but it was up here a little ways where I just seen a fish flopping around in there. Wasn't too long after we got started, I just seen it flopping in. Because we know fish are going to be in there now.
Yeah, when I went to mow last time, after the flood, there was 2 dead carp up there in the ball field.
Yeah.
Stinky.
There's another fire hydrant that just caps out. So you may not be mowing this next week.
Yeah.
Like if it gets, oh well, that's a little bit of a high spot right there.
Yeah, that's it.
The birds are having fun on it.
Yeah. At least Doug ain't got it over here now.
Yeah, at least it didn't flood over here last time.
Part.
This guy got clear up to his house.
Yeah, it
That
was
blue
clear.
car that we passed coming in, it had moved it in the last flood.
Yeah.
Just floated the car and moved it closer
This
to the
whole
street.
section was underwater here too.
Yeah. So not quite as bad as the last one, but this one doesn't help the farmers much because it gets too much water, but at least, if it don't, what crops it don't kill, it'd be some good moisture in the soil.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to end this one, and we'll see if we get a bunch of rain tonight. We may come back and check it out, but it's on the way down instead of on the way up, so that's a good sign.